Hey everybody, Jen McGillis here, otherwise known as CincinnatiJenn, updating my training vlog for the marathon that's coming up at the end of October, my first marathon. And so I guess I'll start out by apologizing because it's been a lot of time. It's been like 5 or 6 weeks at least, I think, since I've done one of these videos, but life has just been like really crazy lately. The kids have been home from school, like home for the summer. Then my real estate business over the summer was actually really busy, which is a good problem to have. I'm looking forward to a couple closings here shortly due to that busy activity. But I did keep training in the meantime and just never really had a chance to update you guys. So anyway, sorry for the delay, but just wanted to let you know I am plowing on. Just finished 8 miles this morning on a Sunday morning. It was great to kind of get up before most of the world and get some miles in. I went to a community that I really enjoy running in, and they've got a great coffee place there too, so I was really looking forward to just sitting down at some of their outside tables afterwards and enjoying a really stinking good cup of coffee. And of course, as soon as I get there and I park, I realize that my purse and my wallet are at home, and I am just freaking irritated, but that's alright. Saved a couple bucks, I guess, and just came home and had some coffee here. Well, at least the patrons at the coffee place didn't have to smell me the whole time. So anyway, training's going great. I finished, like I said, 8 miles this morning. That's my longest distance so far. I'm really looking to start amping up those miles, though. I'm getting pretty excited about the fact that this marathon is like 2 months from now. I can't believe that. Like 60 days. Like, what's today? It's August 26th. And the marathon is October 20 something, 8th, I think, 9th, 7th, something, shit, I don't know. So it's going to be here soon, whether I train for it or not. So that's kind of become my mantra, is the marathon's going to be here, whether I train or not, so I better get out there and get the miles in, otherwise I'm going to really be hurting, which is not something that I'm going to volunteer for. So anyway, everything's going great. I'm looking forward to another week of training. And I guess that's about it. Like, I feel like this isn't really a very good update, but I need to tell you guys something. As far as the nutrition goes, let's talk about that for just a second. I wanted to just share with you. So my husband and I did do working with a nutritionist for a while, and we actually just finished the 6-week session with her, and I feel like the information that she gave was awesome. It was really good as far as like counting the food out and like the calories and the content, the sodium and sugars and all that other stuff. I just felt like it was extremely restrictive, though, which I'm sure it's supposed to be because you're fueling your body to start amping up the marathon training, but it was extremely challenging to be like eating every 3 to 4 hours maybe, which I don't know. I guess I eat that often anyway, but to say, okay, at this time I have to eat this much turkey, this much bread, this much pretzels. It was just a lot more challenging than we thought it would be in light of like how we were usually eating. So John and I were just chatting about it last night. We were saying, like, although she gave a lot of really great information, it just didn't really feel like it was practical for where we are, like, in our lives right now. So I think we're going to take what she's given us as like a base guideline for the next 60 days while we finish up our training, but I don't think we're going to continue with it, only just because of the challenge of like the eating is often, the packing the food before we go out the door. And then honestly, like the one big thing that John and I found was the biggest challenge was not being able to sit down with our kids every night and have dinner. Like, we probably sit down as a family 4 to 5 nights a week and actually eat at the table. Like, I grew up eating at the table every single night, and John did the same. So that doesn't really seem that abnormal for us. But just with this training, like our eating schedules, like to eat every 3 to 4 hours would be off sometimes with the kids, and then for us to be sitting down to have one meal and then like, well, what do you want to make for the kids? Like, they don't want to eat pasta and rice and chicken and turkey every single night. Like, that's not fair to them. So I just think the disconnect between our menu and then the kids menu was like one of the biggest challenges for us. And so, again, we're just going to kind of use what she gave to us as guidelines moving forward for the rest of the training. But we're going to just, we're not going to stick to her plan per se the way that we had originally intended to stick with it. So, anyway, but it was a great experience, and I definitely would recommend it to anyone. I think that, that what she offers is, like, it's great if you are disciplined enough to be able to stick with it. And I'm not saying I'm not disciplined, I'm just saying that it doesn't fit in our life right now. So, anyway, that's how that goes. And, just one little aha moment that I had this morning. You know, prior to today even, I remember thinking to myself, like, God, why would anyone do this more than once? Like, training for a marathon and actually running a marathon. Like, I just don't understand. Like, the time commitment, that's a big thing for me. I'm realizing now as the miles pick up, like, how much training there actually is involved. I didn't doubt it, but to actually experience it is much different. So I often would think to myself, like, who would volunteer to do this more than once? Like, this is just nuts. Or, like, that person's spouse must be really accommodating to allow the person, you know, the time that's really necessary to train. And then it kind of occurred to me today, like, as I review in my mind what I have done for training, what I would like to have done, what I haven't done, and what I've said, well, I'm just not going to do that now. And it occurred to me that someone may do 2, 3, 4, or multiple marathons just because they want to see different results for that exact reason. Like, one of the things that I think that I truly should be doing more often, but am not doing more often, is doing some weightlifting for my legs, just to, like, kind of help build those muscles in a different way other than just running all the time, to help support my body as I'm going to be running for probably 5 consecutive hours come marathon day. And I find myself not really having the time to get into the gym and do that real leg work on my legs. And so I think to myself, oh, well, if I run another marathon, well, then I'll just do it that time. And then I'm like, what an idiot. That's why people do it, is because they want to see if they can do it better. They want to see if they can achieve different times through different tactics of getting to the finish line. So I don't know. I guess deep down I knew before I even started this one that I probably would run 2, but I think even before I've run this first one, I'm already mentally starting to say, well, for the next one, I'm going to do it this way, or I'm going to try this as opposed to not doing it, whatever. So, apparently I've caught the bug for the running. But anyway, I guess 8 minutes is long enough for you guys to listen. I appreciate your time. I will definitely be a little bit more on task, I should say, for making these videos. I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to email me at CincinnatiJenn, JENN, @gmail.com. Take care, guys. Have a great day. Bye.